Okay, in this video I'm going to show you 3 different ways to solve quadratic equations. The first way being the most simple. If there's a possibility that you can get the x stuff by itself, simply by moving things over, do that. Such as, we know that this minus 5 that's sitting over here by itself can be very easily moved to the other side simply by adding 5. Get 6x squared is 54. This 6, which is being multiplied, can be easily divided. We now have x squared equals 9. Now, one of the biggest mistakes people make here, make sure in order to get rid of a square, you don't just square root the other side. You do plus and minus the square root. So we now have plus and minus the square root of 9, which is simply plus and minus. We know the square root of 9 is 3. Now, this next problem can be solved in a similar fashion. This plus 6 can be easily moved over. We now have negative 3 times this stuff squared equals, when you subtract 6 to move plus 6, we get a negative 21. Since this negative 3 has been multiplied by the entire left side, we can simply divide, do the opposite, and we get a 7. Again, in order to get rid of a square now, we're just working our way from the outside in. In order to get rid of a square, we're going to do plus and minus the square root of 7. Since we don't know the square root of 7 and we can't simplify it, we simply leave it. Now to get x by itself, we get rid of the minus 5 by adding 5. I can just put it out front, and we have our final answer. Next one, if it's a quadratic trinomial of this form, we can try to factor it. The way we're going to factor it is we first ask ourselves what multiplies to give you x squared, which is x and x. I need 2 numbers that add to give you negative 6, multiplies to give you positive 8, which has to be a negative and a negative, and that would be 2 and 4. Once you have it factored, we set each factor equal to 0. Solve each factor by moving over the minus 2 in the first one by adding 2. Move the minus 4 over by adding 4, and you get final answers of 2 and 4. Now, the third method is the method I created. Call it the Swinford method. The way that we work it, we're going to take the 3 numbers, the 3 coefficients, 1, negative 6, and positive 8. We write it out, 1, negative 6, positive 8. And you can watch other videos if you've never seen this before. Left leg, right leg. To find the left leg, we're going to take opposite and half. The opposite of negative 6 is positive 6, and half of that is 3. Multiply that times itself, gives you 9. There's the left leg, right leg. We're going to take the 2 hands, multiply them to give us our head, and that's 8. Final answer, we're going to take left foot, 3, plus and minus, the square root. We're going to subtract our right foot and the head, and it gives us 1. We're going to keep going around, and if this is a number other than 1, we're going to divide by it. Since division by 1 isn't going to change it, we're not even going to write it down. So our final answer, 3 plus and minus, we know the square root of 1 is simply 1. So our 2 answers are 3 plus 1 and 3 minus 1, which again is 4 and 2, the exact same 2 answers. Now let's scroll down, and we'll show you again my method on this one. And you can actually, you don't even have to rewrite this, you can just do it right here. Left leg, opposite half. Right leg, multiply that number times itself. To find the head, you multiply the 2 arms, and it gives you negative 6. Final answer, left leg, plus and minus, the square root. We're going to subtract in this order. Gives us 42, all divided by left arm, which is 3. Since you cannot reduce the square root of 42, we can simply leave our answer like that.